Hello subscribers, welcome to a new video on my channel. The other day we learned how to cook my own version of ground chicken stir fry, and today we're going to learn personal hygiene habits. Stay tuned. Part of the daily routine of a home manager, most of the time the ilaw ng tahanan, is food handling. And as a food handler, we must observe proper hygiene and sanitation. What is hygiene and sanitation? Hygiene and sanitation are not new to us. Hygiene simply refers to cleanliness, while sanitation provides the way to clean. For example, how we clean ourselves. We use soap when washing our hands, right? And some people use solution in order to kill the germs present in the kitchen utensils and other equipment. While cleaning or hygiene is simply like wiping the table off in order to get rid of the food crumbs. So that's cleaning or hygiene. If we look at our environment, we can say our house is clean but not sanitized, because if we don't use any way in order to kill the germs, that's not sanitation. It's merely cleaning the house. Sweeping the floor without using any disinfectant in order to kill the germs in the floor. So that's hygiene or cleaning. Yes, it's clean, but not sanitized. So sanitation involves the way to clean and kill the germs at the same time. So that's the difference between hygiene and sanitation. In order to avoid risks as a food handler, we must be careful with our own health. If you are working in a food industry like hotel or restaurant, if you are not feeling well, notify your supervisor. And if you are a full-time mom, for the meantime, while you're not feeling well, you can let somebody do the work for you, or otherwise you are spreading the germs to the entire members of the family. And observe or maintain high standard of sanitation at home, hygiene and sanitation, by keeping our hands clean, by washing oftentimes using the soap. And in the food industry where the work clothes are required, wear the work clothes exclusively for work only, and keep it neat and clean, and it should not be worn on the street or any other place where contamination is possible. And when cooking, always wear hairnet, and hairnet must completely cover the hair to prevent the hair from falling and make the food contaminated. You know, our hair is one of the dirtiest parts of our body. No, hair, even just a single strand of hair has a bacteria in it. No matter how we shampooed or clean our head, still there are bacteria in our hair. And in the workplace, like the hotel or restaurants, if you are required to wear hand gloves, make sure the hand gloves is not broken or there's no hole in it, so that the bacteria could not enter into your hands, and unknowingly you are contaminating the food, because we always trust the hand gloves, right? So if we assume that the hand gloves is free from any holes, or we always assume that the hand gloves are okay, so the tendency is food contamination. Smoking, chewing gum, eating, sneezing, coughing, talking on food, or blowing on food are strictly prohibited in the workplace. They might cause the microorganisms we have in our saliva to fall on food. Another good habits in the kitchen are proper cleaning and sanitizing of all food contact surfaces, as well as the observance of good basic housekeeping and maintenance. More in the checklist for personal hygiene practices of food handlers are keeping the fingernails short and clean. Avoid touching mouth, nose, hair, and skin during food preparation. It is not allowed to wear personal items such as pendants, earrings, and rings. and avoid using strong perfumes. And if you have some cuts on arms or hands, cover them completely with bright colored wands. But sometimes the little things can be the most frustrating. And one thing that I find frustrating is opening a plastic bag by licking the fingers. This habit is often seen at the public market when a vendor puts stuffs or goods inside the plastic. It is a common knowledge that licking finger is by nature unhygienic. But finger licking good is hard to control. And in fact, I have already forewarned a vendor when she licked her fingers to open the plastic bags where my foods will be put inside. Do you also have this habit, or do you know anyone who has this habit? Finger licking good. It should be stopped, especially now that there's an ongoing pandemic wherein the virus is transmitted through human saliva. It's so dangerous. Proper hand washing steps. Don't you know that one of the dirtiest parts of our body is our hand? Small as they are, our hands harbor high population of bacteria. Every time we touch an object or shaking someone's hand, we are probably picking up bacteria and potentially viruses too. Germs stick to our hands, and if we don't wash these germs off our hands, they can make us sick or transmit these germs to someone else and make them sick. Since our hand is not only one of the dirtiest parts of our body, but also one of the busiest parts of our body, we need to wash our hands frequently. Washing our hands is one of the most effective ways to reduce the spread of disease. We always use our hands in doing our household chores, including food preparation. Washing our hands thoroughly, especially the food handlers, is a must, and there are steps to follow for a proper hand washing. 1. Wet hands with water. 2. Use soap. 3. Wash palm to palm. 4. Carefully interlace your fingers, washing the surfaces between your fingers. Wash back of hands. 6. Wash base of 7. Thumbs. Wash the fingernails. 8. Wash the wrist. 9. Rinse hands. 10. Dry hands with a towel or air dry. While washing your hands, scrub for at least 20 seconds, which is about the time it takes to sing Happy Birthday twice. That concludes our topic for today's video. Please continue to watch. Thank you so much. Bye for now.